Hello, I'm Gauri and I'm from South Africa, and I have come to StemRx Hospital to learn about future sciences. And yeah, we at the Dr. Mahajan Hospital at StemRx, I met a wonderful man named George from Botswana, and we're going to have a nice chat today. Okay, so George, tell me a bit about yourself and what brings you to StemRx. Tell us about your son and why the family. Tell us.
Thank you so much. As you've rightly said, that we came here to StemRx because we wanted to help our son.
Yes.
He's actually a twin son, and the brother is actually very normal,
Yes.
doing very well, even in school. But sometime we discovered that there was something that was not right with him. His name is Nathan, and we came to realize, wait a minute, something is not right. The brother is doing okay, he's not really developing the way the other child could be. We are a family of actually 7. We have 5 kids,
Wow.
me and my wife. But Nathan, who is here, it's the RX, and the brother are twins.
Yes.
So we knew the development of everyone else, but we didn't know it would get us to this until we found out there's a hospital that can really, or is really doing great things to change how these young kids can live well and even grow normally, especially those who are autistic or have any other neurological problems. So that's where we are here, perhaps. Yeah.
So tell us a bit about Nathan. What has he got? He's got autism, you said.
Yeah, our son, we discovered after diagnosis back in 2001 that he is autistic.
Yes.
And it's something that both me and my wife never knew about it. One, he wouldn't have speech. He actually mumble. He doesn't say any words. Number 2, we discovered that he's very aggressive. Sleep was an issue.
Does he not sleep?
He wouldn't sleep at all. He would cry all the time, and sometimes he would be very aggressive. He would even bite you at all the time. You know, when he as a way of communication, he wants to bite you so that you can get it.
He can't talk, so he's trying
So
to communicate.
these are things that I noticed. Wait a minute, this is not how a child could be. And remember, he has other 5 brothers and sisters.
His brother was developing at a different level.
Very normal, going to school. As a matter of fact, he's in grade 1, the twin brother.
Wow.
Doing very well in school, intelligent at school. But now you can imagine now, the brother cannot still talk, will not still get independent, will not express himself. And these were 2 variations that we did not understand. And that's what got us worried. What can we do?
That must be so difficult in the family. How has that affected the relationship between him and his brother? Maybe, and the other siblings?
As a twin brother, the other brother could not understand when he wants to play. Why is the brother on himself? Sometimes he would sit on himself. He wants to do his things on himself, and he doesn't want to interact.
Yes.
I think the social aspect will not be discovered. So he would actually leave him to do his own thing. So they are twin, but they are kind of independent.
Yes.
Twins are meant to play.
The love is there,
Definitely.
but
Yes.
there's so much distance at the same time.
It's true.
Close but far, like out of reach.
That's what we experience. Yes. Yeah.
Okay. And as parents,
Oh my, the attention, and especially if the child is not sleeping. For me, when it comes to him, he would get all the attention from me, and especially he got used to my back. He likes papu. Papu is when you put your child on the back.
Carry.
So the minute he's on my back, he's much calmer. He's very calm.
The rhythm.
So when he feels that he's on daddy's back, even if he was crying, sometimes he would cry almost for 1 hour. You're trying to figure out, what do you want? Is it food? Is it water? There is no communication. You continually cry. You don't know whether it's sleep. So these are some of the challenges we would encounter, me and my wife, to try and understand what can we do for him.
Yes. What did you do to support each other in this time?
Well, at times we'll just have to try and monitor him to see what his comfort zone, what does he like best. He's really good in phones. Really, when he takes the phone and apps, he's very quick. He can actually go to the phone, he can go to the app he wants.
Yes, the technology.
We would also want to discover you'd get some habits. Like now, getting used to a pen and hitting on the phone, consistently. There's certain habits. And you see, he wants to do that. He doesn't want to be interrupted by anyone. He wants to consistently do that.
On his own.
Yes, on his own. He likes the song. The beautiful songs for the kids, A, B, C, 1, 2, 3. He wants to listen to that. When he's listening to that, he's on its own mode. So we'll let him be for now, until we get to see what's going to happen.
I met Nathan, he's the best DJ ever.
Well,
Love his music.
when it comes to the songs, he tends to repeat. I think it's another rhythm where when the song is playing, he's consistently repeating the same thing. He wants the song to play the same consistently.
So sweet.
Yeah.
Okay. And so you found StemRx.
Yes.
Finally.
Yes.
An answer. You've done all the therapies that you could. You've been to all of the doctors, I'm assuming.
Yes.
And therapies that you can for your child. I can see you're a very proud father.
Yeah.
You love your children.
Definitely.
And finally you found something more that you can do. I think a parent will do anything for their child. Anything. And so what was the process for you to get in contact with StemRx?
Yeah, I discovered the StemRx through one of the ladies, and who was advocating that you can change the life of your child by some form of neurological treatment, which they call through stem cells. And I was very curious about it. So I spent quite a lot of time on YouTube to learn more, and I could see case studies of people who have traveled to India. And when I see the transition from, in just a few days, a child who was very aggressive, literally coming here bound.
Such a night and day.
Bound, and then going back very calm, smiley. So I was saying, I made up my mind. I just want one thing changed. If my son can change one or two things, I'm good to go. Because I could experience a lot of things, especially his aggressiveness. And I wouldn't imagine him for the rest of his life having such kind of aggressiveness. Even sometime we took him to school, and the parents would say they are not safe near Nathan because they don't know whether the child will bite the other child. It was. So I always prayed, what can I do for him? Whatever the small it is, I would go for it. And that's why when I discovered about StemRx, I decided, wait a minute, this is the place to go, because most of the people who are coming from India to Africa, or maybe Africa to India for treatment, they would all come with very good stories.
Yes.
So I decided this is the place I want to be. And we started a long journey. I think it started almost 2 years ago, planning to come.
It's a very long plan.
Oh my. 2 years planning for a date, it doesn't happen. Maybe passport has expired, some few things has to be done, but we kept the mission. We kept
made a
the goal.
decision. You're gonna help your child.
Definitely.
And that's it.
That's it.
Done.
It was done. And I didn't care how much money we spend. Whatever it is, we're going to come. All I was looking for is to see the change in my son. That's all.
Okay.
Yes.
And so your son has now gone for the regenerative therapy.
Yes, we're here. We are surprised by the change. Just a few days. The young man, about say roughly a week.
Yes.
And we could see now a total change. For example, he's very calmer now. He wants to play. He's jumping up. For the first time, he would wake up. He's waking up with a smile in the morning. When he wakes up, sees the mommy and me, he can now look around. You can see the eyes are lighting. Now, before he wouldn't want to look at you.
Yes.
He now stares at you. I'm even scared at times. He's literally looking at you. And what do you want? Because now I'm not used to him. He's always shy. You know, you look at him, he wants to look somewhere else. Now he's literally looking at you, like asking, what's up, Daddy? What's next? So these are some of the things I'm discovering now. I know it's a long journey, and he needs to learn more. But there are things that I see which are
already now.
Yes, I like it.
You're pulling at my heartstrings here, man. Wow, so you're saying there's eye contact, more calmer now. The crying at night, especially when you want to sleep. That's, you cry until he sleeps. Is he sleeping more?
Oh my! The minute he gets to bed, yes. Actually the nurses are always come on man, it's time. He's now sleeping like a baby.
He's making up for all that time.
Oh my! I think for all the 6 years he has not been sleeping. Now this is the time to make it up for that time.
Amazing.
Yes.
And the family, it must be difficult. So you say you have other children at home. It must be difficult to leave them behind.
It is. For example, especially the twin, leaving him behind, and never always wondering why was I separated with my brother Nathan? Why did mommy go away for the first time and daddy? Why am I only left with my brothers and sister? I believe this is the first time he has experienced that.
Yes.
But for now, as much as it was emotional, it was important.
It's worth it.
It's worth it. And we want a different kind of relationship when we get home. And the way we are seeing things, we're going to enjoy life.
I think the family can go out more.
Oh my, speaking of going out, we wouldn't go out with Nathan. And we wouldn't even go out at all because you're worried that when he's on the streets, anything can happen. You just run out. He doesn't even know the direction. Literally, when you go with him, you have to keep on holding. You can imagine the social life of going to the park, going to shopping with family. You don't have that anymore.
No, but now you can go.
Now you can. Now the way I see things now, anything can happen. We are in a situation where he is now. It's just gonna get better now.
Yeah. And this is just the first week. Who knows what's going to happen over the coming?
I can't wait. As a parent, I can't wait to teach him a lot of things. I can't wait to teach him how to ride a bicycle. Actually, one thing I always wanted him to say. I always wanted him to call me daddy. He had never called me daddy, but now I can hear him. Use the word dada, dada, dada.
So
almost I'm hearing that word.
Speech.
Speech is starting up. He never used to have speech at all. He would say words, but now you can see with consistency and speech therapy, those words will come out eventually.
The da is better than silence.
Definitely, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. I shot a video with him yesterday, and I was surprised how he's, what do you call this, photogenic, or when you like photos in a camera.
Yeah.
So he would pose. I'll show it to you. He would stare on the, as I smile, he's also smiling. So you're literally seeing there's something there.
To mimic social behavior.
Yes, exactly. I'm even thinking he's going to be a cameraman anytime.
You never know, it can be a model.
You never know. But I'm excited. We are all excited. We are all excited. Yeah.
Well, okay, so thank you for that. That is amazing.
Thank you.
And you almost had me in tears. Yeah, I've been having to hold myself in.
Yeah. Thank you.
Is there anything for anyone watching that you would like to say?
Definitely. I would just say this is a life-changing experience, and I know there are many parents there. Most of them have not discovered, first and foremost, what is the problem with your kids. Yes. Some of them think it's a normal behavior, and sometimes we delayed ourselves. You can imagine
intervention.
Exactly, early intervention. So as we thought, and I remember one time, not an argument per se, would disagree with my wife and say, wait a minute, one twin is not okay. She would say, wait a minute, it's just a growth element, let's just wait. Kids are like that. But you realize the other 4 kids. But how comes this is happening to Nathan? Some of the parents are in that dilemma. They are not sure what's going on with their kids. And if you by any chance you discover, because I was never educated, I never knew there was anything like autism. in my life.
Yes.
Because
Not exposed
I
to
never,
every day.
exactly. So how you can imagine how many millions, not to mention billion if there are, who are not really sure how their kids are. So I would say this is something that they need to investigate more, and if they detect any issues with their kids, it's always good to have early intervention, early diagnosis, so that they know how they can start, because the child is still growing.
Yes.
So that eventually if they have this kind of process, it will change their life. Yes.
Don't be scared. Go speak to your doctor.
Definitely.
Trust your instinct as a parent.
Yes.
And when you've done all the regular therapies, don't be afraid to go do your research and see what's out there.
Yes.
There's so many amazing technological advances today that you can't even dream about. So I think, thank you for sharing with us.
Thank you.
And
I'm
sharing your
excited.
story.
Oh my, I think I'm the most excited part.
Yes.
And I believe I can imagine things now, and I can imagine more family gathering, more happiness. At times, especially when you're married, you have a wife. Sometimes it gets so straining. I'm coming from work, she's also very busy. You have Nathan wanting attention. You have 4 other kids who also want attention. Sometimes even in the marriage at times, you want to be together, but you see all your attention is to the person who really need that most. So I think this is also another relief.
Date night.
Yeah, of course. Can you imagine now? I can go for a week or 2 weeks with my wife without worrying whether Nathan is going to be okay or not.
Okay, and now I'd like to ask you about Dr. Pradeep Mahajan, the main doctor here
Yes.
at the Dr. Mahajan Hospital in India. How has your experience been? What can you say about?
Doctor.
Yes.
You know, it's surprising. I've always wanted to meet him.
Yes.
I've seen most of him virtually.
Yes.
Because he does a lot of training and engagement out there. And one thing I discovered, especially the way he presents himself, is the heart, the way he tilts the heart. So I've always wanted to see him face to face.
Yes.
But other than that, when I came here, I realized he's a very compassionate doctor. He's always there to ensure that he monitors what's happening. Everyone is grouped next to him.
Yes.
And I can see everyone, in form of a team, being able to follow around and giving instructions and information. Strongly. You come to our room to find out what's going, how is Nathan doing, and you can see the whole team are next to him, and they are all participating with information.
Wow.
And as we give feedback, every other team is collecting that information for feedback. So I can tell that there is so much feedback, evaluation that can really help even more parents, because I believe each case is unique, each child is unique, and some of these experiences are teaching us more than anything else. So for me, I would say he's quite a professional.
Yes.
I think he's more of a visionary. He has seen more than 100 years ahead on how to change the lives of such people like ourselves. So our hearts goes to him, and our congratulations, and say, keep it up, doc. We are here because of you, and we are looking forward to bring many more to come and experience this. Yes.
Future medicine is Dr. Pradeep Mahajan.
Dr. Pradeep is all the way to the end. You can imagine how many miles from Africa, from Botswana to this place.
For you to travel.
How many hospitals we had to leave behind to be here. So you can imagine to go all the way without even thinking the distance. You can imagine the results that comes with that.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow. And then also one of our amazing staff is Dr. Gauri.
Yes. What an amazing doctor. I've discovered with information dissemination, especially when there's each treatment comes around and tries to give feedback. What is the next step? What should we expect the next step? And this is what we want as parents, to keep being informed, to be not to be anxious what's going to happen next. But before we get there, already that information is given to us. And I believe Dr. Gauri has really maximized on that and make sure that parents are at ease, there's no stress, and
Yes.
being comfortable. It's like nothing. Here everyone is calm. Even
Yes.
as parents, deep down, you feel, wait a minute, is our child okay after the operations, or rather after the process? Is he gonna eat? So they all come. Everything's gonna. The calmness that you experience here, you wonder, wait a minute, like nothing goes wrong, and which now that has helped us now to even want to even stay longer, even want to come back again,
Yes.
and even talk more about this hospital
Yes.
to most of our friends.
So
Yes.
Dr. Gauri is really an expert in regenerative
True.
medicine,
It's true.
and she's got a servant heart,
She does.
and
She does.
you can feel it when you work
Oh
with
my,
her.
you can. I feel like I'm learning more. I'm in a kind of a medicine university kind of, because the new things I'm learning
Every day.
every day, and the things that I'm planning to help even my son, because I believe is a continuous process. You may start the journey now, but you have to push the journey to help our son. So
Yes.
these learning experiences is quite amazing for us. Yes,
Yes, we both had such great opportunities
Yes.
to meet
it's true. Yeah,
the staff at
Yes.
the team
amazing.
at StemRx. I feel privileged.
Amazing, yeah. So these are the beautiful things I can say. For the parents who really want to experience this, let them try. I'll tell you, StemRx is the best place to come to. That's what I can
Thank
say.
you. Okay.
For a fact, yes.
Thank you so much.